Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. My name is Ahmad Aslam bin Muhammad Alim. For this video, my group will be presenting the final year project entitled The Passenger Satisfaction Level, a case study of Konsortium E-Mutiara Express Bus in Terminal Bersepadu Selatan TBS, and our supervisor is Madam Jamilah Othman. First and foremost, the introduction or the background of the study. Transportation has been a major concern for everyone to commute from one place to another in their daily routine life. According to the Mackett and Edwards, the key causes of the traffic congestion is mainly due to the rapid growth of personal car ownership in the cities, and it will cause the negative effect to the society. A well-managed public transportation system gives contribution in each country that is also important to the public, industry, and also government. Express bus is one of the major public transport chosen nowadays. The users of express bus services can give benefits both to the users and also the operation as well. It's also one of the alternative to reduce the uses of private vehicles on the road. In Malaysia, express bus is used to transport a large group of passengers in the proposed destination across different cities, town, or other big areas, and normally for the long distance journey. Most people use express bus service for long distance trips such as traveling, working, and also personal purpose. However, satisfaction toward express bus service is significant in most express bus companies. So, it is the greatest challenging for the company to know and determine the level of satisfaction of the passengers. There are several characteristics that must be dealt with to meet the passenger satisfaction, which include safe, fast services, cheap, convenience, and also comfort. The lack of quality services will lead the passengers to shift from this transportation into the private vehicles. Therefore, a study on the level of satisfaction between the passengers of Konsortium E-Mutiara Express Bus in Terminal Bersepadu Selatan was conducted. This research was focused on several factors that lead to the satisfaction of passengers in terms of reliability, affordability, safety, and comfort. Problem statement. Nowadays, traffic congestion and pollution have been serious issues in many countries, mainly in urban areas. This issue can be reduced by using the public transport like express bus, taxi, and train. However, the interest of using public transport, especially express bus, has been decreased. The biggest issues in the passenger satisfaction with an express bus is the service quality regarding cleanliness, punctuality, and driver behavior. For the research objective, based on the problem statement that has been described, there are two main objectives that have been highlighted. The first objective is to determine the level of satisfaction among passengers towards express bus service, and the second one is to determine the factor that influence passengers to use express bus service. Next is research question. There are two research questions that have been released. The first research question is, what is the level of satisfaction among passengers toward express bus service? And the other research question is, what is the factors that influence passengers to use express bus services? For the significance of the study has led to several significance that will contribute in giving benefits to others, especially for the express bus passengers. The purpose of this research will be the guidance for the government or policymakers to take proper action and will solve the insufficient services. Besides that, it also will help in perceiving passengers' satisfaction and able to fulfill their needs when using express bus. And the last one is, the study will also contribute to the body knowledge of passenger satisfaction, and finally will be effective and preferable to the most users.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Khairun Nisa. I'm going to present on the research methodology of this report. The study was conducted first to determine the level of satisfaction among passengers to a Konsortium E-Mutiara express bus services, and the second one is to determine the factors that influence passengers to use the express bus. First, let's begin with the research design for the study. Causal design was used to determine the cause and effect of passenger satisfaction to a Konsortium E-Mutiara express bus. The data was obtained through self-administered questionnaire, which was improved from previous study. Then, it was analyzed using descriptive and ordinal logistic regression analysis statistics. There are 4 factors that influence passenger satisfaction level toward the Konsortium E-Mutiara express bus, which are reliability, affordability, safety, and comfort. This figure shows the theoretical framework for the study. The dependent variable for the study is the passenger's satisfaction level towards the Konsortium E-Mutiara express bus, while the independent variables are reliability, affordability, safety, and comfort. Let's continue with the research population and sample. The target population for the study is the passengers of Konsortium E-Mutiara express bus that travel to East Coast, which are Kelantan and Terengganu. There are 8,946 passengers that travel from TBS to East Coast monthly. The data was obtained through personal interview session with the express bus company. From the population, the sample for the study was obtained, which is 368 of Konsortium E-Mutiara express bus passengers. Let's move to the next part, which is the sampling method. Based on the TBS website, there are 35 of bus express company that travel from TBS to East Coast. Konsortium E-Mutiara express bus company was chosen for this research. It has 70 trips to East Coast per day, which includes 5 trips to Terengganu and 12 trips to Kelantan. The total population for the study is 8,146 of Konsortium E-Mutiara express bus passengers per month. This information was obtained through email from the express bus company. The sample size for this research is 368 of passengers. The number of sample size was obtained using table for determining sample size by Krejci and Morgan 1970. Covariant sampling method was used to obtain the samples since there is no sampling frame provided. The questionnaire were distributed to the passengers at the waiting area for departure on weekends. The process of distributed took 4 days to complete all 368 questionnaires. Let's now turn to data collection method. The data was collected using covariant sampling method. Each of the questionnaire was compiled with 2 languages, which are in English and Malay. The respondents were given some time to complete the questionnaire, and approximately one respondent took around 5 minutes to finish up the questionnaire. Continue with the research instrument. The questionnaire was collected to determine the passenger satisfaction level towards the Konsortium E-Mutiara express bus. There are 2 sections in this questionnaire, which are Part A and Part B. For Part A, it consists of 6 questions that contains the demographic of passengers, such as gender, age, employment status, income, status of car ownership, and reason of travelling using express bus. Meanwhile, for Part B contains 6 questions where 4 of it measure the factors that affect the passenger's satisfaction level towards the express bus, which are reliability, affordability, safety, and comfort by using Likert scale. Next question in section B was the passenger satisfaction towards the express bus. Both of the questions, which are the factors and the passenger satisfaction, were measured using Likert scale that consists of 5 scales, which are strongly disagree, neutral, agree, and strongly agree. The last question was passenger recommendation on the express bus to the others. Next, move to the data analysis. Descriptive analysis and ordinal logistic regression were used to analyze the data. The ordinal logistic regression was used in order to obtain the objective of this research, which are first, to determine the satisfaction level of passengers towards the express bus services. And the second one is to determine the factors that influence passengers to use express bus services. In section B of questionnaire, there are 4 factors that affect passenger satisfaction level, and passenger satisfaction towards the express bus questions. Both of the questions were measured using 5-point Likert scale from 1, which is strongly disagree, to 5, which is strongly agree. Then, based on the recommended measurement and scoring method by Al-Tamimi and Shu in 2009, the passenger satisfaction level towards the Konsortium E-Mutiara express bus was obtained. The rating procedure is by sum all the questions on the passenger satisfactions and divided by the number of questions. The same procedure were used for the 4 factors that affect passenger satisfaction.
Hi, my name is Sri Nulia binti Saharum, and I'm going to explain more on Chapter 4 and Chapter 5. Chapter 4 will cover on the result and discussions. Here is a pie chart that shows the gender of the respondents. It shows that majority of the respondents were from female population with 61.7%, while the rest of the respondents were from male population. The bar chart represents the age group of the respondents. From the bar chart, it shows that majority of the respondents were from group 21 to 30 years old, and it followed by respondents of age 20 years old and below and 31 to 40 years old. However, only a fewest number of respondents from age group 41 years old and above. And the next slide shows the employment status of the respondents. Students shows the largest group of the respondents that participate in this study, and followed by working, not working, and retired people. After that, we have a bar chart that represents the household income per month of the respondents. Based on the result, most of the respondents were from group RM 2000 and below, and it followed by the respondents with monthly household income RM 2001 to RM 4000. However, only a fewest number of respondents with the group RM 6001 to RM 8000 of monthly household income. Next is the pie chart that determines the status of car ownership of the respondents. From the pie chart, there is a larger group of respondents that do not own a car with 62.8%, while the rest of the respondents own a car. Another bar chart represents the reason of traveling by using express bus. Most of the respondents travel by using express bus for study purpose, and it followed by respondents for holiday purpose. Meanwhile, there was only a fewest number of respondents that travel by using express bus for working purpose. Lastly, the pie chart shows the recommendation of using express bus to others. From the pie chart, it shows that majority of the respondents would recommend to use express bus to others with 90.8%, while the rest would not recommend to use the express bus to others. To meet the objective of this study, an ordinal logistic regression was used by using SPSS software. The table shows the result for the first objective, which is to determine the level of satisfaction among passengers towards express bus service. From the table, it can be seen that majority of the respondents were neither satisfied nor dissatisfied with the service provided by the Konsortium E-Mutiara Express Bus, with 44.57% by its total respondents. Meanwhile, there was a slightly number of respondents that very dissatisfied with the service provided by the company by 1.36%. The table of parameter estimates will determine the second objective for the study. The table shows that the independent variable of reliability, comfort, and safety are significant since the p-value is less than 0.05, which means that these three factors will influence the passengers towards the use of express bus. Meanwhile, only affordability factors will not contribute to the satisfaction level of passengers. As a conclusion, most of the respondents felt neither satisfied nor dissatisfied with the service provided by the Konsortium E-Mutiara Express Bus, with 44.57%. Moreover, only factors reliability, comfort, and safety will contribute to the passengers' level of satisfaction. However, it is not enough to fulfill the satisfaction level of the passengers. Hence, some recommendations were provided not only to the express bus operator but also to the government to fulfill the passengers' demand. The first recommendation is to increase the seating capacity on the express bus or to increase the frequency of the express bus. Next, government should consider by bringing up the right policy that relates with the express bus driver to ensure they are well trained and responsible for the safety of the passengers. Lastly, the condition of the express bus must be monitored more frequently to provide a better journey to the passengers. That's all from us. Thank you.